Where are they now? Round 2. Austin St. John, aka Jason Lee Scott, the original Red Ranger. Same concept as last time, so let's dive right in with character departure. Now, just like Yost, the character actually left the show after the actor, or at least the first time. We'll get into that in a bit. The characters Jason, Zach, and Trini all left the show around the exact same time during the two-part special called The Power Transfer, where the three of them are chosen to attend some peace conference, which they obviously can't refuse. I mean, after all, they're still in high school, they're just doing that world-saving thing, whatever. This is clearly more important. So, the Rangers must go on a quest for the sword that will allow them to transfer the powers to the three new Rangers, Rocky, Aisha, and Atom, who were introduced about 5 episodes earlier. So see, it's not just some new people, wink wink. Not really sure why they need the sword when just handing over the power coin worked pretty well for Tommy and Kim. But whatever the case, the powers are transferred and they are gone, but get to keep the costumes, I guess. Now, with that being said, it's actually difficult to pinpoint exactly when Austin left the show. For 3 episodes, like Walter and Twee, he was there for the live-action parts of the show, but was not the one voicing the Ranger fights.
Zordon, we can't go to the peace conference. Not now. There has to be another way.
Well, their reason for leaving the show really isn't a big mystery. No, not because of race. It's simple, really. They wanted more pay and went on a little protest. By that I mean they stopped showing up for the filming, which just ended up in them being fired. And the rest is, well, a few episodes where they kind of pretend they're there, as in, you know, show stock footage and fake actors doing it. Then it's history, right? Wrong. After leaving the show midway through the 2nd season, St. John started traveling the world and making the money he wanted to see on the show. However, during the time, he was called to come back for 20 episodes of Power Rangers Zeo as the Gold Ranger. Although technically it was 17 episodes. It doesn't matter, he was Jason again and we were all happy and the ratings went up. Yay! And this time around, he stayed to the final episode where he returned the gold powers to Trey, the original Gold Ranger, where he discovered that apparently he cannot use them that much longer because somehow they're draining away his life force, due to the Gold Ranger's powers not intended for human use. However, there are no apparent long-term effects on Jason, who appears perfectly healthy after the powers are transferred back. Well, that was resolved easy. Now, after that, during the same year as Zeo, 1996, Austin, along with Steve Rowe, co-wrote a book titled Karate Warrior, A Beginner's Guide to Martial Arts, which definitely has its fair share of reminders. Nah, it's an alright book. And now, you guessed it, more Power Rangers! Yay! This time a movie. The Turbo movie that had some weird thing going on about his chair.
This is Austin St. John's stunt chair. He has a normal chair for everyday business, but for instance, this chair is collapsible. What do you think of Austin's chair?
I can't really talk about that right now.
Why not?
It's a sensitive issue.
What do you think of Austin St. John's chair?
You weren't going to ask me about that.
Yeah. What do you think about Austin's chair?
That I really don't want to talk about.
I like his chair a lot.
You know,
Well,
sorry, is that off
his chair is great.
Yeah. Hey, will you marry me?
I'll think about it.
If I stole Austin's chair?
Yes, definitely.
The reason they hired Austin is because that chair, you know?
Yeah, that's not funny.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, seriously.
No, I seriously don't want to
What do you
talk
think
about
about
it.
Austin's
I
chair?
don't want to talk about it.
It's a nice
So
chair.
what else?
You seen it?
So we heard that you don't have a chair, but Austin does.
I really don't want to talk about it. Personally, I just really would not like to talk about it.
But it's a nice chair, though, isn't it?
No, it's not a nice chair, and I don't want to talk about
Well,
it.
what's wrong with it? It's not yours.
It's
Is
a
that what's
dumb
wrong with it?
looking... No, it's not. I just don't like the chair.
Yeah, don't ask me. Believe it or not, he was actually offered to return for the first movie and abruptly turned it down. But this time around, Austin agrees to come back under 2 conditions.
I said, listen, if I come back, A, you're gonna have to pay me for real. And B, I don't want to be a good guy anymore.
Yes, that's right, this was his idea.
I'm the one with the muscles and the power!
After that, he pretty much turned his back on the acting and entertainment game. Other than some minor roles, films, and returning for the Lost episode and Forever Ed, that was it for his acting. Now later, he became what he still is today, a firefighter and a paramedic. Basically going from a pretend superhero for the kids to a real hero for the people. Unfortunately, people didn't see it like that. Going from a big name on screen to not at all being on screen led to what I call the St. John Internet Rumor Tree.
Honestly, I quit looking a long time ago because it bothered me, some of the stuff that people wrote that wasn't true. And recently, actually, I've had some other stuff brought to my attention because I don't go looking for it myself. But inevitably, someone, friends or family who, they like to protect me because they're friends and family.
Yes, there are many to choose from, but the biggest one that people are still defending for some reason involves some guy named Brock who just looked a little too much like him, sadly.
I don't know. It's, they accuse me of doing, like, gay porn.
Yeah, it's not the most original rumor you hear, I know. But even though Austin is back in the public and it's pretty dang obvious that it wasn't him, some people just won't let the rumor die.
Does it look like me? I'm not gay. And I've met a lot of, I've got some friends who are gay, and they're the first to tell me that no one could ever confuse me for being gay. It's not me, wasn't me, not even remotely me, so...
Well, take it as you will, but that is Austin St. John, the youngest of the original 5 and whose character has been voted the greatest Red Ranger of all time in 2004 and the most popular Ranger in 2007. We can debate on that later. By we, I mean you. Where can you find him now? He is still saving lives, firefighting and paramedicing in Washington, D.C. Live on, St. John, and thanks for the memories. And yes, they were great.
It's Morphin time! Tyrannosaurus!
Gold Ranger power!